Hello tarot friends, welcome to my channel. This is Balsamic Moon Tarot. If this is your first time, welcome. If this is not your first time, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. So I have a message for you today. This is a message you need to hear at this time. Whenever you encounter this video, this is when you're meant to receive the message, and this is a pick a card reading. So based on the card you select, that will be your message. You may skip to the time stamp below in the description box, or you can listen to the whole video, watch the whole video, and just claim what is resonating for you. So we have 3 oracle cards already selected here. For pile number 1, you have oracle card number 2, Surrender to Receive. Beautiful. Looks like, is this an otter? That's what it looks like to me. We'll find out. For pile number 2, we have Magnetism through Gratitude. Oracle card number 31. Magnetism through Gratitude. And we see a turkey here. And for pile number 3, we have Sacred Boundaries. Oracle card number 43. These are your options. Feel free to, again, skip to the timestamp for the reading, or feel free to watch the whole video. See you at your reading. Hello pile 1, welcome to your pick a card tarot reading. You selected the card Surrender to Receive, and I have your cards selected, shuffled and selected here, so let's go ahead and turn them over and see what your message is. Know thyself. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting because I am seeing already a resonance with the blue, and I do feel like the ocean, the sea, the watery realm, the emotional realm, and the spiritual realm is coming up for you. With Know Thyself, we are seeing here an idea of being aligned, right, to your higher self, an idea of being receptive to the wisdom from your higher self. The praying mantis, wow, yeah, very spiritual message here for you. The riddle. Okay. I'm not sure if that's visible. I'll put this right here. The empty room. Wow. The mother. And the siren. Okay, pile 1. I'm getting the sense that you've definitely been going through a confusing time recently. With the riddle, the empty room, the mother, the siren, I think you're also experiencing a conflict and an inner conflict because you are unsure about what is the right thing to do, what is expected of you. I think you feel that you're expected to be sort of 2 different people, and you're having an inner conflict about what behavior, what action, what movement forward is in alignment with your higher self, in alignment with, you know, your highest goals. Okay, we have smother. Interesting, we have smother here, which is showing, not only does it rhyme with the mother, but it is a bit of a reflective imagery here. The mother and smother. Here we see a snake smothering its prey, and here we see the mother with a nest as well as a snake. as well as snake eggs and a pearl. So this is very interesting because when I was getting a sense of you being conflicted, having an inner conflict, I feel like it has to do with parenting. It could be a parent in your life that's looming large. It could also be that you being a parent, that is what's looming large for you at this time. Okay, let's keep going. We have Scribe Mirror. And we have someone soon. Okay. Interesting. Realize not these cards aren't all visible, so I'm gonna go ahead and just scooch everything a little bit in. And there we go. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, pile one. The message you need to hear at this time. What is the message? What is the message for pile one? Yeah, so with Scribe Mirror and someone soon, I am getting a sense here that your message is that the person you want to become, the person you actually see yourself as, okay, sorry, I had to pause the video to get my bearings again, but I think this message is becoming clearer. So the message is that you have been conflicted, you have been confused about who you are and who you should be. There are these expectations that you're placing on yourself that are making this more confusing. The message here is that there is a way that you see yourself, that you envision yourself in the best light. There is, your higher self wants you to see the best of yourself. They want you to really have this in focus, okay, to really put it into focus, to reflect on this, reflect on who you would be if you didn't feel like these expectations were placed on you, who you would be if you feel like you weren't going to disappoint anyone. And the possibility here is that that way you see yourself, that version of you, that it's waiting for you. See someone soon with the hand receiving the feather. Like, it's almost like you're going to encounter your higher self very soon. And with surrender to receive, I feel like that enlightenment, that epiphany is coming to you very soon as well. It is about being receptive to it. It is about really getting in touch with that inner self, reflecting on that inner self. And the other thing I want to point out is that with the snake coming up 3 times here, the riddle, the mother, and even In's mother, with the snake coming up 3 times here, this is about transformation, right? So to wrestle with your frustration and your indecision and your inner conflict, all of that inner conflict is part of the transformation process. It is helping you, even though it may not feel that way. It may be a painful process, but it is also an incredibly regenerative process. With the siren, you know, what I'm seeing here is an ability to go deeper here. The siren song can refer to these dreams or fantasies that kind of take over and make us lose touch with reality. But I think the siren doesn't always have this negative association. I think the siren is also a longing, it's a calling, it's a dream and a fantasy, yes, but the fantasy has a lot of truth in it. It says a lot about what your ideals are, what your beliefs are, and what you want for the world, what you want in the best version of the world, you know, utopia, or you know, the idea of a perfect life, a perfect world, a happy life. So I would say that know thyself, this is also asking you to go deeper into that reflection, right? Into that contemplation of, you know, who are you really? What is it you really seek? What is it you really want? And again, the question is, you know, what is it you really want? If you didn't have to worry about disappointing anyone, if you didn't have to, you know, if it wasn't a pre-approved version of you, if it could just be whatever you want, right? Can you allow yourself to imagine that, right, without any restraint? That's what's being asked of you here. Now, these cards are quite, you know, there is a sense of alarm here. I think that, again, there is almost like, I feel like there are walls here in your psyche. It's like there are assumptions that you take for granted, that you are seeing as reality, but it doesn't have to be reality. And I think part of the inner conflict is that maybe you feel indebted to someone or something. Maybe you feel like you wouldn't be who you are today without this incredible support and assistance from another person or another, you know, organization. You know, this could even be in the workplace, right? Like having a difficult time leaving a job that doesn't satisfy you because perhaps you feel like indebted to it for some reason. I feel like there's a restriction that you think is stronger than it is. It's actually quite flimsy. There's a restriction that you're placing on yourself, and it's actually quite flimsy. All you have to do is push it, like push upon it, put some pressure on it, and those walls will fall away. And the empty room to me is now looking like incredibly satisfying. It's a relief. The empty room is this sense of relief that you can create from scratch. You can create the new opportunities, you can create the new life, the new lifestyle, the new role, the new identity. You know, there is room to play with that. There's room to play. There's room to stretch out and stretch beyond what you've previously done or known. It is a riddle, and so that is the discomfort here, is that you won't get any easy answers right away. It does require this journey of introspection and self-reflection. Okay, so pile one, that was the gist of your message, but I am going to pull some tarot cards now to see if I can get any more clarification, clarity, and also try to get some real details here. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. So I do think that in your case, mother is referring to a family situation, and again, it might be you have a parent or you are the parent, but there is a family situation or some kind of support system, some kind of group support system. They're very close to you, and I think that's a great thing. They've been supportive, but there is something about this support system or this group or this familial setting that may make it difficult for you to imagine a new possibility here. So surrender to receive, right? There's all this love for you here. There's all this support for you, but it can be coming from these other sources that you're not aware of. It can be coming from these kind of unconventional sources that you have not quite opened your eyes to. So I think surrender is talking about surrendering a viewpoint, surrendering the need to be right, the need to be logical, even surrender this attachment to the need to be certain, right? Embrace a bit of uncertainty and embrace a bit of ambiguity. Embrace that ambiguity and surrender what you already know, surrender what you've already decided, you know, try to leave room for the mystery to flow into your life, because that's really where a lot of this growth and transformation is going to occur. We have the Two of Swords here. Yeah, so again, we are seeing a bit of this blockage, right? It is a mental block. But your intuition, you know, the mental block, when we feel like we've hit a wall with our reasoning, it's actually an opportunity to tap into our intuition. The reason why the Two of Swords shows someone blindfolded and it's nighttime, it's also a waning moon here, okay? This is actually a very rich time. This is a very ideal time to tap into your intuition, your inner knowing, and even your emotional state. There are truths about to be revealed here, precisely because the logical world is not giving any easy answers. See, that's actually this is what is beautiful. This is what is opportune about this time for you, is that the lack of certainty and the ambiguity can usher in the ability to understand these deeper truths, these hidden truths. These are truths that were previously hidden, okay? Any details that I can share with pile one? We have the Fool card, beautiful. And we have the Page of Cups. Okay. Yeah, so I also wanted to just double check the guidebook for the Praying Mantis, but you know, this is talking about stillness and meditation here. So know thyself and Praying Mantis, you have a wonderful opportunity here to practice meditation or practice some kind of yeah, I would say retreat, even a spiritual retreat, you know, maybe just an afternoon, maybe just a morning, you know, but really set aside the time to sit in silence, or, you know, turn off distractions, go within. This is a great time to do that. Now we got the Fool and the Page of Cups, right? So I do think, again, childhood is a big theme here. So if that's resonating for you, this is definitely your message. Your experiences in childhood, your memory of childhood, what would you want for a child, right? What would you want for your inner child? What would you want for your own child? You know, these ideas, these longings, these dreams, this is what is prominent for you now. And you have a chance to really transform your path, your life, by going into this watery imaginative realm, okay? So it could even be that when you were a child, you had an impressive imagination, and maybe these days you're not really feeling that so much. Why is that, right? Why is that? I do think there's a reason. I don't know based on these cards, but I do think that if you decide to find that out, you will get enlightenment on that reason, okay? We have the King of Pentacles. Interesting. What else for pile one? I'd like to know advice, potential outcome. Wow, we have the Queen of Cups. That's a beautiful balance there. And again, parenting. And we have the Four of Cups, okay? So yeah, this is really interesting. We have here, so pile one, just as a final message for you, you know, we have here we have here again this need to reflect on something, because there is a longing and a dream, and yet you're a bit detached from it. You know, you're feeling a bit stuck emotionally, I would say, and you might be a bit disengaged or numb to feeling something here. Now, with the Queen of Cups, this is definitely in alignment with what I was saying earlier. You know, this is about setting aside that time to really let your thoughts, let your imagination flow, and to reflect on, you know, reflect on your inner longings, your dreams. These are dreams that you might not have been in touch with because of these sort of external expectations. Okay, that's the King of Pentacles, a sense of responsibility, a sense of, you know, I need to work harder, I need to be disciplined, and, you know, I can't be indulgent like that. Okay, so there is that side of you that's trying to, again, adhere to this kind of expectation here. But I do think there is a message with the Four of Cups that you have to ask yourself, you're being asked to ask yourself, you know, with this message, you're asking yourself, are you smothering a side of you that wants to come out and play? Are you restricting yourself in a way without really examining why, right? Are you inhibiting a new version of you to come forward, to develop, to experiment, to play? Are you inhibiting that new self, that new experience of life? You know, it's not even so much about the identity, it's just these experiences that will deepen your emotional life, your emotional satisfaction, give you these new emotional experiences. Are you restricting yourself from that? Because there's a powerful transformation in your future, and all it really takes is for you to go within and to tap into your intuition and your imagination, to go within and let those impressions flow. Okay, just get into that flow of your inner self. That's your message, pile one. I hope that was helpful for you, and if it was, please do click the like and subscribe buttons, and I hope to see you at the next reading. Take care, pile one. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. You selected the oracle card number 31, magnetism through gratitude, and we see here a turkey and a magnet, and these three cups, 3 wine goblets with hearts, so similar to the 3 of Cups. That's what I'm getting. So we really see here a message about connection to others. I do think that the more attention you put into your connections with others, the more that will grow and develop and deepen. Even a sense of community, a sense of support, a support system, right? A support system is developing very nicely here for you. What was I also going to say with the 3 of Cups? Could be a celebration coming your way. Okay, let's go ahead and turn these cards over. So today we are talking, you know, we are just sharing a message for you at this time. This is a message from your guides, your higher self, from source. This is the message you need to hear at this time. Okay, we have the Rose Phoenix. That's awesome, pile two. Really lovely energy there. Okay. We have Wolf. Whoa. Intense. I get a lot of sensuality from this card. We have Star. Wow. I thought about Sirius just now. If Sirius is resonating for you, maybe that is something to look into. We have the Hunter. Wow, the Wolf and the Hunter. Incredible. Pile 2. There's something really interesting going on here for you. We have Apocalypse. Whoa. Here, let me do this. And then, yeah, that should be good. We have the Threshold. Wow. Pile 2, it's like we started out kind of lighthearted, but your message is definitely getting very intense and powerful here. There is a message about your personal power is coming through very strong here. Weight of Truth. Okay. Let me do this. Make sure that shows. You can't find goodness because you lost your heart. Wow, pile 2. Something is going on here. And dependency. Wow. Yeah, these 3 cards are definitely pointing to, I think, something in your life. And I think it might even be a past energy. Because we see the Threshold here, right in the middle, right? And we see the Hunter too. The Hunter. Wow, I just heard you've gone from being the hunted to being the hunter. Wow. Okay, yeah. One message I'm getting here is that for some of you, or maybe just one person here, there is a relationship that you had to kind of burn down, like burn the bridges. And the reason why is because with the Rose Phoenix, you realized that you had to do it in order to protect your heart. You had to end this relationship that had all the hallmarks of codependency, possibly even abuse, okay? Possibly even financial abuse. I'm getting a sense that this could have been a situation in which someone was controlling your finances somehow. Like you could have still been the person making money and bringing money into the relationship, but you didn't actually have control over how you spent that money. Okay, that might be for someone here. But what I'm seeing is that you made the difficult choice of the brave choice, right? It really wasn't that difficult. It was just brave because of how fearful you were, but you made that brave choice of leaving it, of ending it, and doing like something quite drastic in order to really end it, like, to break that chain of control and dependency. We're going to look at Apocalypses here because this is a very intense card. Let's see. And I think that card is also talking about this relationship from the past. Now, if this isn't resonating for you, you know, you just leave it. But I do think at least one person here, this is a relationship reading, okay? Okay, this is interesting. Removing the veil of deception. That's what the Apocalypses card refers to. It indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when 2 disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposite directions. The first is a lifting of the veil. Okay, that's the weight of truth here. This means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come into the light, an element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. Wow, pile 2, that's the Rose Phoenix. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypse's energy is similar to a forest fire's. devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. Wow. Pile 2. Wow. This is a very clear message, right? Like, I just can't, I just have to keep going in this direction because it's emphasized so strongly here. But pile 2, you have been through wow, you've been through hell and back is what I would say. Let's take that star card and put that forward here. Look at this star card and the threshold, okay? Your star is now rising. The star that you doubted its existence, okay? You can't find goodness because you lost your heart. And yet the rose phoenix, this is the heart, okay? This is the heart rising up from the ashes. You found your heart again. You didn't know it was there. For some time, you didn't know it was still there. Magnetism through gratitude, okay? You are appreciating. You're appreciating now what love really is, okay? What true love, what support, love, compassion, kindness, generosity. You are now recognizing what it truly looks like, because for a very long time you had trouble recognizing it. You didn't believe it existed, okay? You had a very hard time believing it existed because of this abusive or controlling situation that you had to endure. I feel like this wolf has been starved and now the wolf is free to hunt again, okay? This wolf in you has been liberated. The desire to be alive, the desire to enrich yourself, to enable yourself, the desire to break past these boundaries or these limits, these I want to say expectations, and if you were drawn to pile 1, that might also be a resonant reading for you. Pile 1 might also make sense for you, but I am seeing here someone who is like famished, and now they are given the freedom to go and do for yourself, okay? The hunter is here. So pile 2, wow, that's your reading. Let me go ahead and pull some tarot cards for you. I hope this was an affirmation for you. Now this message may not be for everyone, but take what resonates. I do think this group, even if you didn't come from an abusive situation necessarily, I do think this group has had an experience that really tested your faith in yourself, your faith in the world, your faith in society and people, and you're coming out of that dark time. This threshold is here, right? You're crossing the threshold into a newfound sense of power, personal power, and a new appreciation again, right? Appreciation for the beauty, the connection, the compassion that is showing up in your life. You didn't think it was there, or you didn't think you deserved it, but now you see, no, I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve to be cared for. I deserve to be loved, and I'm going to go and find that. I am not going to put up with any scenario or person that tries to take that away, that tries to force me to settle for less than that. You deserve that respect. You deserve that love, tenderness. Okay, pile. Oh, pile 2. We got the 3 of Cups, okay? How cool is that? That is exactly what I said at the beginning of your reading. We see these 3 cups here with the hearts, right? So the 3 of Cups for sure is not just this affirmation in the reading. This is advice for you, okay? The 3 of Cups is telling you that there's a tribe out there. You belong somewhere. You might already have this feeling now, But it's the advice that, you know, don't lose hope. Don't give up on finding your people. Don't give up on finding your family even. You know, you might be someone who doesn't have a real sense of family, of people who, you know, you can call in an emergency, stuff like that. But this is the encouragement, you know, to keep putting yourself out there, keep mingling, keep being receptive to new people in your life, because these new people could really bring out your best qualities, and they want to celebrate you. You know, the new friends, the new support system that's coming into your life, they want to celebrate you. That's how you can recognize them. They like you for you. They admire you. They talk you up. They don't talk you down. You know, they reflect back to you what your best qualities are. We have the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. And we have the Magician. I love that for you, pile 2. So, you know, Page of Pentacles and the Magician is telling me that you have, you know, you have really set yourself on a path here that is going to absolutely, you know, change your life for the better. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in skills. You're even saving money. That's a possibility. But there's something here that you've really restored a sense of confidence. You know, that if I just put my mind to it, if I just put in the time and make my best effort, I can get to where I want to be. That's where you're at, pile 2, and I love that for you. Beautiful place to be. You know, just go day by day, week by week. Sure enough, you are going to be just, you know, you're going to look back on that past and you're going to be like I don't even remember it. I mean, it's going to feel so distant from you because of just how far you're going to go in terms of your healing, in terms of your recovery, your growth, your expansion, you know, your expansion of what life can be for you, all the possibilities that life can offer you. Very cool, very beautiful. Pile 2, I love this for you, and I really, really wish you the very best. I'm rooting for you, pile 2. Okay, take care. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You selected the card Sacred Boundaries, Oracle card number 43. Look at this hand outstretched like that. It's very interesting. It's interesting because with boundaries, you would think, you know, talk to the hand is there to block, and yet that's not what I'm seeing. I'm really seeing an outstretched hand that is ready to receive. It's open, it's receptive. With the tiger, right? It's like the courage you have to being receptive to this truth. I feel like you're about to receive a very sacred truth. And it's precisely because you have maintained a commitment here. There's these sacred boundaries. You've been on this path of growth, spiritual growth, or you've made important choices for yourself. You know, I am seeing here, this is possibly someone who has changed, like, you've really changed your life in terms of the choices you make, the daily choices you make. It's been a very disciplined path for you. But you did this for yourself. You did it for the highest good. It's like you didn't do it for personal glory. You did it because you really feel strongly in yourself, your ethics. You feel like ethically guided to do this. So I do think with sacred boundaries, maybe you have, you know, maybe you've left a job or an industry that you no longer could support. You felt, you know, at odds with it. in terms of, again, ethics or principles or belief system. It could even be leaving a religious institution, leaving some kind of religion or faith community that you no longer are aligned with. Well, we'll see. Let's turn over these cards. We'll see. Pile 3. Yeah, something important really going on here. Okay, this card wants to be seen first. We have crystal here. Beautiful. Crystal. Thinking of crystal beings. I don't know if you use crystals, but I've been recently getting more interested in crystals and the idea that crystals have, you know, crystal beings. We have the Philosopher's Stone. Oh, that's interesting. Crystal, stone, crystallizing. Alchemy, right? In alchemy, the Philosopher's Stone transmutes base metal into gold. Peacock. Wonderful. Peacock. Yeah. A sense of coming into your own, a sense of shedding a lot of the dull, it's like dull, D-U-L-L. I feel like there's this dull residual past and energy that you just don't align with anymore, and you just release it. You are shedding it. You have the medallion. Okay, that's interesting. We have the seed. Oh wow. I'll be honest, I'm resonating with these cards. This might also be my reading. And we have the tear. Okay, the tear. Teardrop. An eye and a teardrop. Interesting. We have slimy. Slimy, and we have good things. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. See how the hand is outstretched. The hand is open to receive. That's what I said earlier. We also have the numbers 11 and 2 here. So definitely, I feel like a mystical, very mystical energy here surrounding you, pile 3. I love this. Okay, pile 3. Okay, pile 3. I just took a moment to look into these guidebooks for these messages, and really lovely, clear message coming through. First, I'm going to read part of the guidebook for peacock, because one thing I forgot with the peacock is that it consumes, among other things, poisonous plants. The ability of the peacock to transmute vegetal toxins into extravagant iridescent plumage makes him an alchemist of the highest order, okay? Philosopher's Stone, we were just talking about alchemy. Peacock invites you to take in information or circumstances, both negative and positive, and alchemize them into a harmonized, energetic field that blesses your life. To do this is to master the art of transmutation, and it requires accepting your pain with as much love and gratitude as you do your happiness. When you do this, you begin to experience everything in life is happening for you rather than to you. Your travails become a gateway to greater freedom and beauty. With the application of loving awareness, everything is energy, just waiting to be liberated into a more authentic expression of itself. Wow, 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 wow. Pile 3. I really love this message for you, so let me get into it. So, what you're going through now, pile 3, is that you are tapping into a very special gift of yours, okay? You have the ability to transmute energy, okay? You tend to receive it from others. You tend to tap into it from your surroundings, whether that's the earth plane, you know, the physical plane, and even the energetic fields, okay? It's like you are sort of this magnet. But what's important here is to not get bogged down in it, right? The sacred boundaries, having the routine that I spoke about earlier. If you don't have one, it's really good to set one up, okay? Because with sacred boundaries, there is a necessity to maintain this connection and this integrity to the higher self, okay? And one way we do that is that we let go of any behaviors, thoughts, connections, you know, relationships. We let go of these things that no longer resonate, okay? They are, it's easy to recognize that when you get that slimy feeling, okay? When you feel like your energy is constantly drained. It may not be you, it may be something you're connected to or surrounded by, okay? So this could even be objects, okay? The medallion is referring to a talisman, so there could be objects in your space that no longer resonate with you. They no longer represent what your higher self, what your spiritual self is desiring, yearning for, longing for, okay? On a very mundane, simpler way, you may have some clutter in your house, you know? Is this a good time to declutter? Absolutely. There's a message here about tapping in to your feelings and all the swirl, you know, all the negative as well as the positive, tapping into those feelings. That's what these hands are showing as well, right? We have the three. I noticed we have three hands actually with the open hand. This is about tuning in, okay? This is about being receptive to what those energies, what those feelings are like, because you're receiving it and you're tuning into it. But the reason why you're receiving it, it's not because you're just going to endlessly collect this and be bogged down. You're actually receiving it because you're going to transmute it. And sometimes transmutation is uncomfortable. It can mean grief, okay? It can mean processing grief and trauma and just allowing the emotional truths of that to settle, to sit with it for a bit. And that's again the peacock, right? The peacock able to eat the poisonous vegetation, able to eat poison, but you are in this process of transmutation, okay? You're taking these energies and you're actually going to help transmute them into something better, into something healing, into something generative. Now, sacred boundaries, it's important to again understand that you have a gift and you don't need to operate in the world as others do. You can assert your boundaries even if others don't understand these boundaries. You have every right to assert these boundaries because you have these higher sensitivities or these special, these I don't know, principles, values. I'm trying to use the right word because it's not necessarily like even a belief system. It's just how you're built. It's just understanding how to care for yourself, right? It's a reminder. I think you understand how to care for yourself. It's just a reminder to go back to that, right? Go back to that original instinct you have about how to care for yourself. The seed and the tear is also interesting here because the seed is talking about how we are built the way we're built. An oak tree starts with an acorn. An acorn doesn't become a coconut tree, right? An acorn is meant to become an oak tree. So you are on your path here, and don't let anybody deter you or convince you that you are not meant to be your, you know, you're not meant to blossom as how you truly are, your authentic, your most essential self. Okay, good things here are coming to you, but it does mean that you may have to experience some of people's negative projections, maybe, you know, some jealousy, maybe, again, their own insecurities might be projected onto you, you know. And there's the tear, right? You can actually sense that in others. They don't even have to tell you that, because you can sense it in the sadness, in the negativity, that again, that residual energy. You can just tap into that. So, you know, again, sacred boundaries, it's important to realize that that's not you, right? That's not your energy. So what I tell myself sometimes is I take all the energy that isn't mine and I return it with loving kindness to source. And I take all the energy that is mine and I return it to my heart center, okay? Sometimes we need to tell ourselves these things. That could even be part of your grounding practice, okay? It is necessary to ground. And with crystal here, you know, so like I said, there may be objects or there may be attachments that are no longer serving you, but there may be new objects, new interests, new hobbies, new, you know, new delights, something that is bringing joy, delight into your life. That may be something that you can really lean on at this time. With crystal, there is a message here about Earth's wisdom, right? Tapping into this inner wisdom, these unearthed gems. You know, these gems exist around you and you might not have tapped into them yet. So, you know, being receptive is going to bring something new, you know, some new maybe idea, philosophy, a new tool, even a new practice. I think these new practices are heading your way, and they're going to make you feel like that peacock. You know, they're going to resonate so much with who you are on the inside, how you feel that vibrancy, how you feel that pride in who you are. You know, no shame. You don't have that shame that other people want to foist on you. So yeah, pile 3, I think it's a beautiful message here, and I honestly think it's a general affirmation, because I think you know a lot of this already, but it's just a reminder that you are swimming in some energies right now that are just not yours. It's not yours, and you don't have to be responsible for it. You can transmute it if you want to, but just remember to practice those grounding you know, remember when you transmute energy that there is a need to have these boundaries, right? There is a need to assert your intention and to really envision the highest good, you know, so that you don't get bogged down with it. But this is a reminder that you know, you are built a certain way. You are a seed that is on a path to development and blooming and blossoming as your purest, most authentic self, the most authentic expression of you in this lifetime. Okay, pile 3, I love that for you. Let's see what the final message is for you. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the Moon, the Hermit, and the Star. Whoa. Yeah, you have a lot of support from your guides here. You, again, you know, this is showing that you are a very spiritual person, and you know, you're not necessarily in line with the conventional world right now, and that's okay. You know, you're kind of exploring these deeper mysteries, but you're not there alone. You see, it's like your guides are really supporting you in this journey here, and so don't ever feel alone in this. You know, you have just so much. Oh wow, I feel like what's going to happen here is that your gifts are going to be recognized. Your unique gifts are going to be recognized. But you don't need to search out that admiration or recognition, right? So a reminder with the peacock, it's like, you don't need that adoration, right? Just keep focused on these practices and these goals you have that are actually very spiritual in nature, and they're also very, I want to say humanitarian, right? These are beliefs in the highest good for all, right? You're not someone who's trying to just seek out personal riches and glory here. You're someone who's really trying to help all of society, all of Earth's beings here. With the Ace of Swords and the Six of Cups, I can't help but feel, look at those hands again, right? The hand, Six of Cups, and the Ace of Swords, and these good things. Interesting. Pile 3, your last message here. Your last message here is to perhaps start each day with an offering. You know, maybe you need a shrine, if you don't already have one, a shrine to your highest ideals, your highest beliefs, the divinities that really align with you. An offering. Start each day with this offering and this intention, both to give and receive. Okay, this is about being in flow and remaining connected to the generosity that swirls around us in the universe. With the Ace of Swords, it's about having that intention and having that determination. So what I'm seeing here is, you know, if not every day, maybe just on a regular basis, once a week or something, make an offering, you know, set your intention. This is what I want to bring into the world. And then also set your intention. This is what I would like to receive. This is what I think I need at this time. See, it goes both ways, right? So try that out, pile 3. See if that works for you. Again, sacred boundaries, you know, you are doing something really amazing here by staying focused on your principles, your ethics, your goals, and making those decisions, you know, making these decisions to leave behind that which doesn't serve you and your highest purpose. So take care, pile 3. I wish you the very best on your journey, and thank you so much for being here.